Ever felt like you're hitting a brick wall with customer service, especially with a massive company? You've called, chatted, emailed, and still, your issue with your internet, phone, or TV provider remains unresolved. It's frustrating, right? You might even feel like you're talking to a robot, getting nowhere fast. This is a common scenario, and for customers of large service providers like Rogers, it can be particularly vexing. But what if there was an independent body, a last resort, designed to help you when all else fails? A place where your complaint can be heard and investigated impartially? Well, for Rogers customers in Canada, such a place exists. We're talking about the concept of an ombudsman, but specifically, who is Rogers' ombudsman? This isn't a direct employee of Rogers in the typical sense. It's part of a broader, independent system designed to protect consumer rights in the telecommunications industry. Let's clarify something up front. Rogers, like many large corporations, has internal escalation processes. You might talk to a customer service representative, then a supervisor, and perhaps even their office of the president for more complex issues. These are all internal channels. However, when those internal avenues are exhausted and you still feel your complaint hasn't been adequately addressed, that's where an external, impartial body comes into play. For telecommunications and television services in Canada, the primary independent body responsible for resolving customer complaints is the Commission for Complaints for Telecom Television Services, or CCTS. While not explicitly Rogers' ombudsman in the sense of being solely dedicated to Rogers, the CCTS acts as an ombudsman for all telecom and TV service providers that operate within its mandate in Canada. And Rogers is one of the key participants. The CCTS is a crucial entity because it provides a free and accessible dispute resolution service. Its mandate is to investigate unresolved complaints from consumers and small businesses about their telecom and TV services. This means if you have a dispute with Rogers regarding billing errors, service quality, contract terms, or even issues with switching providers, and you haven't been able to resolve it directly with Rogers, the CCTS is your next step. So, how does it work? You first need to attempt to resolve your complaint directly with Rogers. It's essential to keep records of your interactions, dates, times, who you spoke with, and what was discussed. If Rogers cannot resolve your issue to your satisfaction within a certain time frame, typically 30 days, though it can vary, or if you are simply not satisfied with their proposed resolution, you can then escalate your complaint to the CCTS. Once you submit a complaint to the CCTS, they act as a neutral third party. They review the evidence provided by both you and Rogers, and then work to facilitate a fair and reasonable resolution. Their goal isn't to advocate for either side, but to ensure a just outcome based on the facts and relevant consumer codes. The CCTS has a strong track record, with a high resolution rate for the complaints they handle. They also identify systemic issues within the industry and make recommendations for improvement, which is a significant part of an ombudsman's role. It's important to differentiate this from the Ombudsman for Banking Services and Investments, OBSI, which handles complaints related to Rogers Bank, not their telecom services. While both are ombudsman services, they cater to different aspects of Rogers' business. In essence, when you ask, who is Rogers' ombudsman, you're looking for the CCTS. They are the independent guardian of consumer rights in the Canadian telecom landscape, providing a vital avenue for resolution when direct communication with your service provider hits a dead end. They ensure that even large companies like Rogers are held accountable for their service and commitments to their customers. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.